Hey guys, what's up? So I've had a lot of questions about macros, how to set them up, what they even are, how to calculate your specific macros. So I thought I would go over kind of a brief lesson on how to set up your macros and what macros are. So sit tight. It's going to be kind of might be a little confusing. It involves some math. I probably have to use my calculator on my cell phone. Don't judge me. I'm pretty bad at math. I'm not a mathematician. But I'm gonna do my best. So if you wanna follow along, let's do this. Alright, so I'm gonna try to do the best I can with it. Best I can with this. Keep in mind I do suck at math, so if there's some hesitations with me calculating some things, it's probably because I'm using my calculator. Here we go. So food. Food is broken down into a few things. One is energy, which energy is, for us, is kcalories or calories. And those calories are broken down into macros. Those macros consist of three things, which is protein, carb, and fat. Protein has 4 calories per gram. Carbs have 4 calories per gram, and fat has 9 calories per gram. Also, we have micronutrients up here. These are also very important for your health. We will not forget about micros, but we are focusing on macros for today because these are what we're gonna track and we're gonna set up and help us with our weight loss or weight gain goals, whatever. But I'm teaching you maintenance calories right now, just so you can grasp the basics of macros. So now that you know what macros are, protein, fat, and carb, moving on to the next section. So in order to find your macros that are specific for you, we need to find something called your BMR. So this is your basal metabolic rate, and this is your body's energy needs at rest. It's just your body, like if you did nothing all day long and you stayed in bed all day long, you would need this many calories to maintain your weight. So for me, to find out my calories, or if you want to calculate it, you take your body weight and you times it by 10. So let's say I weigh 135, times that by 10, so you get 1350. This is my basal metabolic rate. And this does not take account into your activity level. So there's ways that you can find multipliers to calculate your rate depending on your activity level, and take in mind that these are kind of estimates. So you might have to adjust. That's why it's good to track your macros and kind of keep a close watch on your weight just to see if you need to go up or down. But here's kind of how I do it. So there's 4 different multipliers. One is if you're sedentary. So this is like if you have an office job and you sit at your desk all day long, but you lift like 3 to 6 days a week. And your multipliers are 1.3 to 1.6. Then there's lightly active. And lightly active is kind of like if you're like a teacher, you walk around a little bit, but you aren't sitting all day long. And you also work out 3 to 6 days a week, and your multipliers are going to be 1.5 to 1.8. And then there's active. This is where I feel like I fall into. I'm a cook. I'm in a kitchen, walking around all day long, lifting things. And that is 1.7 to 2.0. And then there's very active, and you're like probably like a construction worker or some sort of ninja, and you work out 3 to 6 days a week, and your multipliers are going to be 1.9 to 2.2. So I kind of like to go on the conservative side, and I'm going to do 1.7, and then do this because I can adjust if I need to, if I lose weight. But I want to be conservative about it and see where it goes. I'll probably track it for like a week or two, see what my weight does on the scale, and go from there. So let's go with 1.7. So 1350 times 1.7 is 2295. So in this 2295, we have protein, fat, carb. Protein is where I start first. I like to do 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight when I'm bulking. I'll go into that in the next video. But for now, I'm doing 1 gram protein per pound of body weight. So I already know this is 135 grams of protein. And I'm gonna times this by 4 to figure out the calories that is. And that is 540 calories. So when it comes to fat, you should probably keep your fat within the range of about 15 to 25%. Again, it kind of depends on if you're bulking or cutting, but at this point in time, I'm keeping my fat at 18%. 15% is pretty low. I don't recommend keeping it in that range unless you're cutting. So I'm about 18 right now. So I just do 2295 times 0.18, and that is 413. So that's 413 calories. And I'm going to divide that by 9 because there is 9 calories per gram of fat. And then I'm going to get 45. So we got 45 grams of fat. That is my fat macro. This is my protein macro. So now to figure out carbs, basically it's just whatever is left in your calories. So 540 plus 413, because that's just your protein calories and your fat calories added up, is 953. So 2295 minus 953 is 335. So these are my carb grams. So 335 grams of carbs. So there it is. There's my macros. 135 grams of protein, 45 grams of fat, and 335 grams of carbohydrates. So those are what you want to keep track of, and this is what we talk about when we're tracking our macros. And why you track your macros instead of just calories is, how I see it is, anyone can lose weight by counting calories, because you can count your calories, you can eat like 500 calories a day and you're gonna see the scale go down. You're gonna lose weight. But if you wanna change your body composition, you want it to track your macros. So if you don't just wanna lose weight, which could be muscle, along with fat, it could be the kind of weight you don't want to lose, sure, go ahead, count calories, it's all that matters. But if you want to keep your muscle and, you know, have a nice lean muscle mass and you want to maintain that, I very highly recommend counting your macros. It's kind of the king of body composition are your macros. So calories are kind of king when it comes to weight loss, but macros are king when it comes to body composition. And yeah, that's basically it. So this is maintenance right here. This means I'm not gonna lose or gain any weight. So in the next video, I will show you how to set up your macros for fat loss. And after that, I will show you how to set up your macros for bulking or muscle gain. So yeah, I hope that wasn't too confusing for you guys. I wish I had a better setup. I'm sorry this whiteboard is really tiny, so it kind of ran out of room. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. I am more than happy to answer what I can. I hope this was helpful, and make sure to tune in for the next video. Thanks guys, peace out, and I'll see you next time.